Welcome everybody to Funeral Nation episode 142. I'm Ryan Thogmartin. No, 141. 141. Episode 141. I'm Ryan Thogmartin. That guy is the distinguished Jeff, the funeral commander Harbison. And Jeff, I think in temperature today we are like at least 80 plus degrees apart.
Yeah, at a minimum. I think our high today here in beautiful Phoenix is 73. We've got the Phoenix Open Golf Tournament going on, the Waste Management Tournament. There's people out there with shorts and smoking cigars. And you got everybody else shivering all over the rest of the nation.
We had no mail delivery yesterday. Postal Service was shut down because it was too cold. No schools, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? The Disrupt Media team, the entire 30-person team was here both days, as cold as it was.
You guys are stronger than the mail, man.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. You're right. And, there we go.
What about that? That's called loyalty.
You want to know who else is strong?
What?
Our title sponsor.
C&J, are you kidding me? They're awesome strong. I literally, just a few minutes ago here, Foresight Companies, I was talking with a client and I just asked him flat out, why in the world do you not have a company that's collecting your insurance and you get your money faster? He said, well, who? I said, by the way, have you ever seen the show? I mean, come on, C&J Financial. So that's Jamie, right. Tell us what's going on here.
What payment method do you prefer families use for your goods and services? Most funeral homes and cemeteries prefer cash check or credit card over life insurance as the preferred method of payment. However, families who use life insurance are able to purchase the funeral service of their choice and spend 31% more on your goods and services. By encouraging more families to pay with insurance, you can create a better experience for the family and become more profitable without increasing your call volume. The reason most firms prefer cash check or credit card over life insurance is that insurance companies are a hassle to deal with, and payment can often take weeks or months to receive. With C&J Financial, you can receive funding within 24 hours of verification of benefit, thereby eliminating the hassle, headache, and cash flow delay in processing insurance death claims. Let us show you why hundreds of funeral homes all across America choose C&J for their assignment funding needs, and why many associations, accounting firms, and industry leaders recommend C&J to their clients and members.
All right, Commander, isn't there some breaking news out of the Foresight companies? Like, I got a press release. You added somebody to the team, and it's not another Doug Gober, which is good.
Now, our ego quota is full with Doug, Dan, and myself, so we're done. So we brought in Chris Scoggin, who is our director of accounting. The guy's fabulous, really smart. He's been with some really big companies along the way. We were able to recruit him in. And so our accounting business, which has been strong, is getting ready to get stronger. Now that you mentioned it, thank you for opening the door. But, the difference in funeral service accounting and just the local guy, the local accountant doesn't know the difference between a rough box and an alternative container. Of course, you saw the ad I put out last year. Okay. If your accountant doesn't know what funeral escort is on your GPL, anyway, yeah, you got a problem. So yeah, welcome aboard, Chris. We're glad to have you here. So there is breaking news. Do you want to talk about it a little bit and want me to follow up? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit, but why don't you announce it, because you're the one that's really, you spearheaded some of this conversation.
Yeah, Everdays. Those guys are awesome. They've come into the business. They made a big splash. The first year, they were sort of figuring it out, and now they've ejected. And I mean, when I say ejected, just like rocketed forward. They just recently had a cash investment infusion of $20 million.
That's huge.
So now their company is valued $100 million. But think about that. $100 million inside the funeral industry, and I think they've been around, 3-4 years max?
It's pretty cool. It's that the Providence equity cash infusions and buying some majority ownership in businesses, there's a lot of eyes that are on the funeral profession because it's really been untapped. And, Everdays has carved out like a very unique path to the point where there's a lot of people are like, what does Everdays do? I mean, essentially the product they provide in the funeral homes is 100% absolutely free.
Yeah. And, I think it'd be great. Mark Hermizzi. I always mess it up. I'm a Southern guy. Mark A. He's a fellow cigar guy. We want to get Mark or Kale on soon. So we're excited. In fact, I think we're the only news group that's projected this out here.
That's
so
right.
Congratulations, guys, inside the funeral industry and your profession. You're rocketing forward. And I think you'll see that Everdays and Effin will be doing some cool stuff together shortly.
That's right. We're going to ride it all the way to the top together. It's cool. I really love, regardless of anybody's opinions, I love the fact that there's a lot of eyeballs from outside equity on the funeral profession because, some of these cash infusions are going to have great dividends for the consumer with better product and better services and help funeral directors just serve better, which is a win for everybody.
Yeah, I agree with you. Death care is hot, so why not make it work? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I got that health care here.
All right, so who sponsored the news section?
Oh, man, we've got some great guys. Speaking of which, really smart is our friends from Kraken with all their tentacles into the business. Every week I have interaction with someone from their team, and frankly, I'm seeing some great stuff out there. It's really a smart product. So, Kraken is, they have a giant octopus. And, I'm kind of a pirate. A pirate likes mermaids. So I'm all about this entire thing here.
I have no idea how you just connected an octopus and a mermaid, but you did.
Dude, they have tentacles, and the mermaid siren calls me, and I got to listen.
And a pirates, mermaids, and octopus. All right, let's roll that. Let's roll their new ad.
Cloud-based tools allow you to have on-demand access to your data. The opposite of cloud-based storage is when your data is stored in your file cabinet or on your computer's hard drive only. Your data is subject to fire, flood, wind, theft, or hack. The most trusted place to store your data is with Kraken. Kraken uses Amazon Web Services, a secure platform that gives you access to your data anytime, anywhere, and on any device. AWS offers world-class, reliable, and highly secure cloud computing. That's why many security-sensitive organizations and some of the world's largest organizations trust AWS. You can rest easy that your data is stored and transmitted through Kraken and AWS. It is always encrypted, and there are strong safeguards in place to protect you and your family's sensitive information. Kraken protects your family's data. Tips like these can free up your time so you can spend more time with your families. Learn more about Kraken's productivity and efficiency tools at kraken.net. How will you spend the time you save?
Let's get cracking.
All right, I'm excited. The next guy coming on the show, Jim Price, he's with the Park Lawn Corporation. However, he's also one of the most recognized people in the business. I'm excited to have him here. He's the I think the chairman of the ICCFA Educational Foundation. So let's see what he has to say. Jim, welcome to the Funeral Nation show. I think you're returning, aren't you?
No, this is my first time.
Oh, wait a minute. We had you on a live feed one time, I think it was. You're all over the place, so you're kind of hard to keep up with.
I did. Sorry I missed it. I remember you recording it now.
But Jim, it's interesting. I think back, you and I know each other all the way from a round building in Tampa, way long time ago. And you've been around the business a while. I'm not going to say long or tenured, but
okay.
Would you mind reintroducing yourself and sharing a little bit about what you do there at Park Lawn?
Okay, very good. Thank you. Just a few years ago, I was at MMG, and we were able to successfully do acquisition for Parkland Corporation, and that was their first entry into the U.S. A lot of things have happened in the last couple of years, and a lot of really good things. My position is Senior Vice President of Industry Relations for Parkland, and then I guess another little job I have is that I am the president of the ICCFA Educational Foundation, and all the efforts in trying to raise donations and give as many scholarships as possible.
Right, and so that's the big exciting news that we have you here today. Do you mind sharing with us what the ICCFA Foundation is offering?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You know, what we're offering is, I think it was last fall, we made the decision, our board of trustees, there's a total of 10 of us that are on that board. And, you know, we've gone over the last 4 or 5 years, raised quite a bit of money. And we were limiting maybe the number of scholarships, but we're always growing. And out of that meeting, the suggestion came, and was that, you know, why don't we get more? And we've really been on a good track. Our brochure and donations reflect that. We probably spent around $300,000 in the last 3 or 4 months that we've collected. So we made a decision in fall that 2019 we're going to provide and award 50 scholarships to the Wide World of Sales. We accomplished that. That was last week. And we have made a decision that we're going to award 50 scholarships to the ICCFA University, which is held in July each year at the University of Memphis. And it's a great program. I mean, the way to learn more about what that curriculum is and what that program is all about, it would be that everyone should go to ICCFA/university.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting, Ryan. I just heard that they're giving 50 scholarships away to ICCFA University.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts about the Funeral Nation maybe making sure we get some folks to apply for that? What are your ideas we can do there?
Oh, I think we can do a lot. So first of all, if you're interested in going to ICCFA University and potentially getting one of those scholarships, comment below, and then Jeff, you and I can come with some criteria that we can share later on, you know, some requirements for that, and you know, potentially maybe the Funeral Nation could assist in that as well.
Yeah, I think that's something that would be a lot of fun. It would be great if we could say that we have some effing scholars that are watching out here, and it would be awesome to have them show up. Maybe they can get a special shirt, or we could do something. When they attend university, we'll have it custom made that they're effing different. So
I'm sure we can do something that makes people mad.
Yeah, we can do that, and maybe they can have a special cigar smoking section. We'll absolutely.
Imagine there's a few that have great interest in that.
Yes, sir. I believe so. Interesting, Jim. I think the ICCFA Foundation has done some fabulous work, and if you can, just for a moment. You did have 50 scholarships that you gave recently to the Wide World of Sales. Is that correct?
Correct.
I mean, it's unbelievable what you guys are doing, and we certainly want to support that. So, Ryan, let's put something together that
Sure.
we could also do as a promo for these guys.
Yep.
But if you're listening right now and you want to be considered to go or to get a scholarship for the ICCFA University, go ahead and comment below. How about give a selfie or something? I want to go to university, fix it up, do something. We'll make sure that you're fast-tracked over there because we're the first to announce it here.
That's right. And Jim, who should go to ICCF University? Is that every funeral director, mortuary student? Who's this designed for?
Well, it's designed for more of a professional development, and we have 8 different schools. And there's nothing in the industry like it. I mean, the university is, it's a 5-day program. a lot of fun, but a lot of work. There's cremation services is one of the universities, sales and marketing, funeral home management, leadership and administration, land management and grounds is one of the schools. International studies was added a few years ago, and last year hospitality and event services.
Cool.
And it is, in order to graduate, you need to go to 4 of those 8 over a 4-year period. But in many cases, it's junior management. The real benefit that I see in it more than anything else is it's the opportunity for young people or second career newcomers to our industry to be able to get that opportunity to make that networking and as good as many funeral directors are and owners of businesses, the real opportunity to make an impact and mentor some of these folks, most end up being, I think many stay in this profession that would have gone by the wayside if they had not been involved in it. These truly are the future leaders of our profession.
Excellent.
And we need cheerleaders and professional ethics, education, and training. So kudos to you guys doing that. We're getting ready to wrap up here for our interview because I think you have some golf to attend here soon.
Possibly.
And so you come from, and a lot of people don't know there's a connection. You're part of what I'm going to call the first family of funeral business. You guys have tentacles out. You want to share a little bit about that?
Sure. I've actually been in this business just over 50 years, and I happen to grow up in it. I have 2 grown sons that are, one's an engineer with Western Digital, one's a VP with WellPoint. Super proud of them. Neither one had any interest in the business, and they grew up above a funeral home just like I did. But recently, I'm proud to say that my wife got into the business about 8 years ago, and she is a co-owner of Memory Glass and has done a fabulous job in helping me grow in that company. And our daughter, Nikki, just got into the business in the last 6 months, and she's the marketing manager for Roosevelt Investment Group. And so I'm very proud of both of them, and I know they'll do well, no question about it. Before you wrap it up, let me just say that the deadline on the scholarships is February the 18th. February the 18th, and the application is at ICCFA/scholarships. And so those 2 addresses are exactly where they need to go to learn a lot more and complete that application. We will award 50 scholarships, possibly even more.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jim.
On the show, you're superlative, and it's funny, I see you around so much, I thought that you were kind of a regular here, but we'll have to figure that out.
All right. Hey, I'm always, and you don't have to worry about it. I gave some consideration to it.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you've already cut. I know we're done now based on me stealing your little stick.
Yes, sir, buddy. I'll be there in a matter of a couple hours now.
All right. Guys,
thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care, Jim.
Very good stuff. Anything to push the education level and better the profession and the tracks. I definitely think ICCFA University needs some infusion on the marketing side and the financial side from the 2 of us in a big effing way, but we'll get there. I think it's really cool. I want to be a part of it any way that we can through Funeral Nation. So if you want to attend ICCFA University and you want one of those scholarships, you need to selfie like the commander said, comment below why you deserve to go. We've got a line directly to God in this situation to get you there, so we will make it happen for somebody.
And we will do, more than one. It's not just the first one. So
that's right.
Sign up. Ryan and I will find something cool so that you stand effing apart from all the other students.
That's right.
That's going to happen. So, Ryan, we're going to wrap up the show certainly, but wait a minute.
Wait a minute. We have one more.
Ring.
Ring, ring.
Long in his business. Ring, ring.
We're Ring Ring Marketing. We help funeral homes generate at least 10 more at-need calls per month. Our techniques help you dominate local search rankings and become the top choice for services in your area. We also proudly offer a 100% money-back guarantee. For a free copy of our book, visit www.funeralhomeprofits.com.
Good stuff. All right, Commander. So next week we'll probably have a normal episode, but the following week we're going to be in different countries, and we're going to stream the show live. We have zero details. Nothing has been planned, but it will be live, and we'll figure it out as soon as we hit go live.
I'm with you. You know, that's something that we're really proud of. Over the 141 shows.
Yeah, 41. My bad.
We've done them from all sorts of places, and some of them have been offshore. I've got some trips coming up soon that I'll be out of the country offshore. You can imagine, again, pirates, mermaids, Caribbean. Anyway, I know that's blowing your mind, isn't it?
The connection between pirates, mermaids, and octopus. I don't know that. I bet that has never been done before.
Nobody's ever been inside my head before, so
that's good. That's good.
I'm a genius. Anyway, buddy, thanks. Take care. Hey, submit those in. Let's get you into the university.
Selfie, copy below. All right. Until next time, have a great effing week.